They dressed up in cosplay for a party and were shot by the homeowner. In 2012, two friends dressed up and went to the event. As they approached the address, one of them had the idea to scare the partygoers by putting on a mask and entering through the back. The problem is that he ended up confusing the house and broke in anyway. When the homeowner saw the man walking in the yard, she didn't think twice. She started shooting in his direction and hit the man in the shoulder, but they explained the misunderstanding and he survived. Kids who made discoveries by accident. In 2022, a 9-year-old girl named Molly asked for a wetsuit for Christmas because she wanted to look for shells in the sea. As she entered the water, she saw something black and pointy buried in the sand. She reached down and pulled out a giant object. Her parents thought it was very strange because it had a shape that looked like it had been sculpted. When they took it to a laboratory to confirm what it was, the specialists analyzed it and confirmed it was a megalodon tooth. Kids who made discoveries by accident. In 2016, a mother came home exhausted from work and asked her 2-year-old daughter to help water the flowers in the garden. Since the little girl didn't quite know what to do, she ended up pouring too much water, flooding everything. But just then, some green insects started emerging from the ground and floating on the water. When the mother saw this, she looked into what those creatures were because they were very strange and she had never seen them before. She ended up discovering that it was a completely new species. Since it was the girl who discovered it, scientists named the insect after her. A girl managed to pull the sword from the stone when a man standing nearby pushed her away and grabbed the sword to take a picture. But at that exact moment, the sword retracted as if it were being pulled with force, which is actually a genius trick. It turns out that a staff member stays undercover. He holds a remote control that activates a motor, allowing the sword to be lifted or pulled back down with force depending on who touches it. Soldiers who followed orders to the letter. In the 20th century, a general placed the soldiers on a track and ordered them to march forward. But when the track ended, they kept walking. They crossed through a lake and only stopped when they found a wall. On another occasion, a general gave a broom to each soldier and told them to clean the barracks by the end of the day. While they were cleaning, the weather turned and it started to rain. They continued sweeping the water without stopping until the general returned.